I'm Victoria Cooksey, and it's time for another chocolate review. But where is the chocolate, you might be asking yourself? Right here. Nothing like having a little private place to put your chocolate, right? This is Seligo Chocolate. It is made in Sicily, and it is actually called bean to cube, and you'll see what I mean in a little bit because it's tiny little cubes. And this is unrefined cacao, so I'm expecting more of a rougher texture out of it, and not like, it might not be the prettiest looking chocolate either. Um, this chocolate is 70% Colombian cacao, and it has, I believe, raw cane sugar in it, and the coffee in it is Timor coffee. And this is called the Chocolate Cubes Espresso Coffee. And I got this at Bar and Cocoa. Now let's go ahead and just open this up. This is 1 ounce of chocolate for $5, so it's about what I would expect it to be. And it's little tiny cubes. All right, now let's give it a taste. I'm gonna smell it here. It's fairly subtle coffee, but it smells like rounded. It doesn't feel harsh, nice and rounded. Let's take a little piece, and again, these are little tiny cubes. Instead of like melting, you know, like a lot of chocolate will melt, to me this is more like dissolving. And what I mean by that is, like if you've ever put a spoonful of sugar into coffee or something and then tasted it and the sugar wasn't completely melted, you get a little bit of that crystal of the sugar. It's kind of like what this is, but it like dissolves very quickly. You get a little bit of that crystal texture, but not unpleasant. I've had some unrefined cacao that was like too rough for me and I didn't really particularly like it, and then others that it really works like a cookie, but this is definitely more like sugar dissolving into coffee. You get the chocolate, it's not overbearing. Coffee, you get that. They're kind of both working together, but it's still, I find it's like I said, it's rounded, it's mild, but it's very pleasant. And I think these pieces, like, it gives you just that little bit of hint, especially like, you know, if you wanted to wake up with this or it was afternoon, you're like, I just need just that little shot of coffee, which I guess would go with this one being the espresso flavor. But yeah, I kind of picked this one out because I thought, well, this is different. Having the little cubes, it's different than a bar, it's different than a drink. So something kind of fun. And like I said, if you don't want anyone to know because you don't want to share, it's easy to hide. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you hopefully next weekend with some more chocolatey goodness. Be sure to look at the links below of how you can get this chocolate through Bar and Cocoa, and how to follow me on Instagram, and be sure to like and subscribe and go work some magic yourself.